of America, right? But what is the culture? Bro, let me educate you. Every culture starts from a language, a tribe. Every tribe have a language. What is it? Apart from English, what other language do Americans speak? The Black Americans. The Mexicans in America speak Spanish. They have something they speak outside English. The Asians the Chinese, everybody speak their language outside English. What do you speak? What is the trace of your culture you're talking about? What is American culture? I want to know, what is the Black American culture? I keep hearing this culture. Bro, the Black Americans are the culture, maybe baby mama culture. Baby single women having 3 kids. That's probably their culture. Or the numbers of the highest incarcerated black young men in America. That's their culture. I don't know. Is it the pim culture? The gang banging culture? Is that the culture? Bro, the Black American culture is about wearing, let's say, wearing the Nikes, they want to be on the trend game, These are the culture. But I don't know why the Black Americans feel like they should be the center of black people around the world, or they should be the face of black people around the world. Why? Bro, you can have your face. See, you don't even have to declare yourself that you are not African, you are not African American. Bro, nobody give a flying damn about what you think about yourself. That's your own opinion and your own mentality, your own narrative of everything, how you are. That nobody cares. But bringing all your fights about Africa, bro, I don't get it. You talk about culture every time. What is the culture? I want to know. Genuinely, I'm asking. The hip hop. You want to say the hip hop? The music is your culture. I don't get it. Eminem is not black, but he do more hip hop probably than the Black Americans. I don't get the culture you're talking about. Maybe because you guys dominate the basketball, the sports game in America. You guys dominate. Is that the culture? Sport is not culture, bro. Let me educate you. You don't have any language you speak outside English. You don't have a tribe. Culture has traces. You don't have any culture, but you always say culture. Bro, you don't have culture. Your culture is about dressing, looking nice, and wearing Nikes. They will tell you that they have the Nike. Bro, Nike is owned by a white man. I want to educate you on that too. The Nike is owned by a white man. They will tell you, hey, Michael Jordan.
If you're not careful, Ocho, you'll bleed on the person that didn't even cut you.
Why don't you?
I said I'm never coming back again. Next, I stepped away from the mirror. I got my mind made up now, cause I can see the future much clearer. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. For all you people who are not Black Americans who have this ideology, you know what? Don't worry about our culture. It ain't your culture. How about that? That'll make it very simple and easy. We don't know. No. White people got to tell you what it is. We know that about people like y'all. White people got to tell you that's Black culture. For you to go, oh, it is. I did not know. I'm educated now that the gracious white man from the heavens told me. Cool. So let white people tell you. Let them do that. They gonna stall. They gonna stall you out for decades. But it's all good. The other thing, if you got a problem with us in America, like if you come to America and have a problem with our group in America, how about this? How about you just outdo all the stuff we did in America? Since you feel since you're so much better than us, outdo us. And here's the thing, I don't know what you did. Most of the stuff that you have in your home or apartment and half of the stuff you got in your car, Black Americans. Yeah. But no, it can't be. It is. That's a fact. How you think you got lights in your house? Oh, you really thought that was Thomas Edison? That's what you thought? Because you never heard of Lewis Latimer. Okay, cool, no problem. Greenfield Patterson. Never heard of them? Cool, no problem. You never heard of the inventions Black people made? That are used to this day? No problem. Your security system, you ain't know that? Oh, but if it's somebody in your group, you know what we done. We did this. Okay, cool. Keep doing it though. Keep doing it though. Agriculture, food, technology. You know the video games your kids play on? Yeah, that was a Black dude that started that. Black American. Ironically, right?
But hey, that's not. It's just. No, it can't be. Oh, you want somebody in your family got sick? You had the ambulance came there. Oh, that was black people that started EMS. Yeah. Oh, we didn't know it saved your life, huh? Blood banks and all that saved your life, huh? Oh yeah, but we didn't know. Oh yeah, I know you don't know because you don't care because white people ain't tell you. That's what happened. Some of y'all come here, we work these jobs, and you blacks, y'all don't do this stuff. Here, news flash, all the stuff that y'all here now doing, we already done for decades. News flash. You think if y'all in the medical field, it ain't because of black people that was in the medical field prior to you? No. And I hate to break the news to a lot of you people who come here and use the medical field as an example. Y'all don't even do. How come you need that medical expertise in your home country? Now, here's the other thing, and that's why I use the Shannon Sharp clip. We're not really y'all problem here. We're not y'all problem here, and we're not y'all problem in y'all homeland. Take up your own cowardice with not addressing white people to somewhere else. Okay? White people done kicked then stole from you, cool. They didn't colonize you, cool. But then you left home and come here and act like we're a problem here. When in fact, especially if you're from Africa, and we have no culture, we have no tribe. Okay, cool. y'all part of the reason for that, ain't you? Don't act like y'all wasn't selling us over here, selling us out and selling us over here. Now all of a sudden we don't know nothing. You don't know. Look, we don't want to. We're not claiming no tribe. Sorry, you got a tribe. That's your tribe. Congratulations. Cool. If you don't like our culture, that's a you problem. If you want your culture to be viewed more in America, you do that. You know what I'm saying? You want America to embrace your Caribbean culture. Caribbeans got to do that. You black folks from Central and South America, you want America, even the United States of America, that is, to embrace your culture. You got to have your people out there. You folks from Africa, you got to do that. But I can guarantee you now, you got an uphill battle, very uphill battle. And one of the reasons you got an uphill battle is because, in all honesty, you're here trying to piggyback off of us and act like you're special. No, you know what? Do your own stuff. Make your own way. Because all of the stuff we've done in America that has gone global, it really, I know y'all want to have y'all. No, y'all influence wasn't there. Y'all influence wasn't there. So y'all influenced us with jazz. Y'all influenced us with the blues. Y'all influenced us with country music. Y'all influenced us with rock and roll. You get what I'm saying? Y'all influenced us with R&B. Y'all influenced us with hip hop. That's what you're trying to say? No, that's not what you're trying to say. Y'all influenced all of our cooking. That's what you think. That's what you think. But people from the diaspora, it's a lot of cool folks. They tell like Jollof is jambalaya. Okay, let's just say Jollof is close to jambalaya. Cool. Here's the thing. Where's y'all etouffee? Where's y'all gumbo? You get what I'm saying? Where y'all? Oh, excuse me. Where y'all melatonin at? Where y'all succotash? You get where's your dirty rice? You don't make red beans and rice. I ain't. You get what I'm saying? Like, and here's the kicker. That's just Louisiana food. I ain't talking about the whole barbecue culture, and I ain't even a soul food culture. That's just Louisiana cooking. Because last time I checked, black folks was the seafood culture in America is really it's a southern thing, but some of the major hubs is Louisiana, South Carolina, DMV. You can say Florida, South Georgia. Yeah. But the barbecue culture, whew, that's like Texas all the way up to Chicago. Well, actually further out, because you got to go to Memphis and Carolina. That's just food. The technology thing, we invented stuff everywhere in America. Everywhere. From simple things to advanced stuff. So cool. The a lot they say necessity is the mother of invention. We since we've been the most not like the Native Americans, but it's been more consistent because there's way less Native Americans now. We've had the bulk of the oppression, the bulk of the sabotage, the bulk of America's angst and animosity and hate. So we had to do a lot of stuff on our own in this country. So we created a lot of stuff. See, we wasn't allowed to be around everybody else. But they tiptoe they butt around us all the time. We've had our own towns. Y'all don't. We still have our own enclaves. Y'all don't. We got our own universities. Y'all don't. We got our own genres of music and art. From Gordon Parks all the way up to Basquiat. You know, we've got a plethora of not inventors. There's a black man invented a machine gun in the 1900s. You get what I'm saying? And they didn't want to use it because he was black. What was the brother that did the thing? Is in Annapolis with the ships. Like that's back then all the way up to now. From toys to military stuff, to military equipment. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. We don't. Black America doesn't have your culture. That's all. And here's the other thing. I know people like to disparage and downgrade everything. It's like we don't do anything. But here's a quick thing. You do realize we know what goes on in your home country. So if you keep being disrespectful with these stereotypes, you're gonna see more and more of us put the information out there. Like you do know we know what goes on here, here, and here. You see, part of the Pan-Africanism that we actually started and wanted, a global, black unity that obviously all you other groups didn't really want. We traveled to you. We came to you. We came to your countries and your nations. Yeah. You forget about that. You forget about that part. We do it now. So be careful about the jabs and disrespect. Because it's a whole lot going on. Shout out to my dog. Like, he's in Africa now. We have a similar ideology. I was like, I'm not going to West Africa. He's in East Africa. He was like, I'm not going to West Africa. I'm not going where you sold my ancestors from and you want me to pay to go to the dungeons to see where we got sold from. Like, that's cool. Not happening. Not happening. See, the truth is, a lot of you other folks have an animosity because Black Americans did so much great stuff here that you thought you could be better than us, and you wind up having to emulate us to be successful. That's how this keeps going. Because y'all thought we were so stupid and we don't know what we're doing. But it's funny how all the things we've done in America, y'all follow it like step. From the education to the employment to the entertainment. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh no. We're different. No, you're not. No, you're not. See, we trailblazers in this country. That's what we are. And at the end of the day, if you got a problem with us, blaze your own trail. outside of everything we've done, and then talk. That's what you do. Blaze your own trail, because you can't ride our coattails in every direction in this country and then be disrespectful. Because part of black culture is to smack the shit out of you too. That's why everybody acts so overly aggressive, because they scared as hell. So be careful. I ain't gonna tell you to be careful. I ain't gonna tell matter. We speak English. Yeah, bitch, you speak English. You here speaking English. And in Africa, there's African countries that speak English. Iran, and Spanish and French. That's the crazy part. Even Africa don't speak and Arabic. So don't when he said Mexicans speak Spanish, that ain't their native language either. That's Spain. They ain't Mexicans ain't Spaniards. Just like you ain't English. Just like I ain't English. Y'all speaking French, Spanish. Well, I think it's only one country that speaks Spanish, but French, English, uh, 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 Dutch. You know, it's if you want to disrespect us, go home and do it. Because see, the basic thing is we got the common sense enough to know to not go to your country, your homeland, and disrespect y'all in your homeland. And here's another irony, since I'm on this tangent. You notice when you come here, there is no scandal of black Americans scamming y'all and overcharging y'all. You notice that? They ain't a different price for y'all when y'all get here. They ain't a different hustle. Oh, but we're not supposed to say that, right? But there's one thing that's continuous both ways. We see that brown nose into them white people. Yeah. Y'all on that heavy. Y'all, hey, the white man. The white man. Cool. Doing it in your own country. You the majority. You got all the resources. And you come here and do it too. That's not our culture. Sorry. Sorry. Couldn't don't fathom it. You got to, and at the end of the day, there's only, I think this is the only country. Well, I say the second, but that's a little different. But we pretty much, the U.S. got probably the second smallest population of black folks in the United States. As far as, we 13% of the populations. All throughout the Caribbean, it's like 80%. 80 up. They just started counting black Mexicans not too long ago, so I don't really know the numbers on that. Brazil, it's like 51%. And I'm gonna leave Brazilians out of it because Brazilians, they own thing. Shout out to them. But they like 51% of the population. Africa, 90% of the population. The UK is, I can't even call the UK. They in a country, but it's like it's the UK. Like, the black population in Europe, I can't say. It's small. But I say that to say this. Y'all are the majority, and y'all come to a minority population and you leave a majority population of yourselves and come here and have an issue with us. That's backwards. Hella backwards. And we're right. We're not a tribe. But We are a tribe. We Black Americans. FBA, ADOs, we Black Americans. That's our tribe. We just have different cultures and customs depending on where you at, whether you in the South, the East Coast, the Midwest, or the West Coast. We have a lot of similarities, but we have different customs. That's cool with us. But we all got a baseline that we all can through and through, whether it be food, whether it be music, whether it be art, you know, whether it just be is a thought process and in a quote unquote vibe we on. We all got a through line. We all can at a moment's notice. Can y'all do that? Because it looks like y'all can't, because let's just be completely honest at the end of the day. The vast majority of Black people globally come to America. Y'all y'all need us for one way or another to get where you going, where you want to go. That's just what the reality of it. And if you got a problem with that, go back home. You know, because you know, because in all honesty, if you want to be real about it, you sent us here and you didn't give a f about us for centuries. Now you come here and you got an attitude. You could get stumped out. Real talk, you could get stumped out. But you see, we don't do that. But check your disrespect. If you don't, just stay your ass. Just stay your ass the hell away from us. We ain't in a rush to be around you either. And we got love for folks, but you better check that disrespect. But I'm out. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.